happening here is conflicting priorities, no capacity planning. All those issues are coming. This is the reason why development is not where it should be. This is the reason why quality assurance is not where it should be. This is also the reason why acceptance testing never existed. Acceptance testing was already defined in Roy's model in 1970. It's not new. So what's the team doing? They're already running. Now you just ask them to run faster with more work. What's the impact? People leave the company. Stress, burnout, quality of work sucks. So all these problems are coming in. Now the third one. People go to some conferences, they come and attend some books, read some books, and they come back and say, I have Agile. I'm struggling. I'm not able to succeed. Now I need to find a way out. Everyone says, oh, we follow Agile. Those of you that are looking at this, why? Chickens and pigs are two important elements of an Agile methodology. That's why I use this. So everyone comes and says, let's use Agile. I don't know what it is, but everybody claims great success. Version 1 is telling, according to the latest survey, that about 63% of the companies have already started using Scrum in some shape or form. What's the team looking at? What does this mean? You say that self-organized. I don't know what that means. How many people are in Trivandrum? Do you think this group is representative of everybody in Trivandrum? Why didn't everybody come here? Or to any other conference? Or to any other seminar or lecture? Not everyone is self-motivated. Not everyone is self-motivated. As a result, they expect the company to train them. Now, assume this. I train you. I'm spending my money, my energy, on my time, and training you. 2 years later, you leave. Where did the knowledge go? With me or with you? What's in it for me to train you to do your job? Now these are very, very important, powerful questions I'm asking to make people think. Remember, my idea is to remove all the walls. Right? So, everyone thinks Agile is great, but we are not able to see where it is supposed to go. So the myths of software development still exist. What are they? Linear approaches with no feedback loops. Wrong. As I mentioned to you, if you read my article, you will know that Winston Royce basically said there should be double feedback loops. If your QA fails, don't go back to development, but go to the design. If the design is not right, don't go back to the planning, but go to the analysis. Big upfront requirements is critical. How many of us know exactly what all the requirements are before we can put a man on the moon? Very few. But there is no such approach called, I need to know everything. If you look at the actual software development methodology approaches, the PORT approaches, programmable techniques, Gantt charts, all those things primarily came from military bases. Nuclear missiles, submarines, and all those things. We didn't know all the requirements to build a nuclear sub, let alone a Challenger. Gathering upfront requirements saves us cost. That's also wrong. How many times we know that we have to actually know all the requirements and know everything to be documented completely to be estimated? We cannot do that. Analysis should follow requirements and then design. That was also wrong according to Joyce's model. Project management is not part of software development. In fact, Royce recommends that if your software development fails, fire project management. Exact words. I'm not paraphrasing, exact words. High degree of documentation is needed. That is right. That is totally right. At the same time, is Agile basically saying no documentation or less documentation? I want to focus on Agile Manifesto. Customer sees work after all the work is developed and tested. Remember I mentioned acceptance testing is already part of his baked into his code? If that's the case, then how can we actually say that this is true? Testers need not be involved early. Remember I also said if the testing fails, go back to the architecture design, not to the development. So how can testers not be involved early? All these things are myths that we developed. We baked into what the system development model is. As a result, we came to where we are.